Howdy. My mother used to say a little poem. It said, I never saw a purple cow. I never hoped to see one, but I can tell you anyhow, I'd rather see than be one. All right, I'm going to share my screen here. And I have this big reel here because some of you are going to go home and not remember where to go to use this. This program is all online. You don't have to download any software. You can, but you don't have to. And so that's kind of handy. It means you can use it anywhere. And you can even use it on your phone, but I'm better here. So I thought I would do it on my own computer. And you've already been seeing this. It's like she said, it's been around for a really long time. And I have to tell you that sometimes I am very change resistant. And so when I saw Canva, when I first started using it, I thought it was clunky. I dragged things across the page and it took too long to get there. Might have been my internet connection. I don't know. You have to be on the internet. But I also thought, my tools were the best. I had Photoshop, I didn't need anything like that. I had the best tools. I had InDesign. I could make brochures. I didn't need any of this stuff. So I was very resistant. But you know what? Time marches on and they've gotten really, really, really good. And even if you don't plan to use it a lot, you need to be at least familiar with it because other programs you use have started to incorporate Canva into their programs. For instance, if you have Aweber to send out your email newsletters, it has incorporated Canva. You can make your designs in Canva, open it in a little window right there, make your design and haul it into your newsletter. If you want to make a brochure and have it printed at Office Depot, they'll give you the Canva information you need to know to make it in Canva, and they'll print directly from that. And I've seen it in my, the posting program I use has a Canva window. So it's everywhere. And in fact, I'll show you look at who I'm a Canva, I'm on Teams. Look at this, an enterprise account from FedEx. Can you believe that? They all use it and they have the best tools too. They have better tools than I have. And yet we all use it for something. So, and it's just pretty much taken the world by storm. And there's good reason for it because it's pretty easy. You can have a lot of success pretty quickly and you can start free. So if you want to, this one is, I've made two accounts here. One is my paid account and this is a free account. And I made it just so that we could see what's possible in the free account because you might want to start that. And if you then decide you want a pro account, which is, here's the prices, $14.99 a month, which, that's pretty good because you can put 5 people on it for that. And in just a few minutes, I'll show you why that's good. But as I said, again, you can do an awful lot for free. So when we start with Canva, you'll just go make a free account. I use the email account. I don't like, you know how it says start with Gmail, start with Facebook, and it takes all your credentials. I don't like that. I just use my email account and make my own account, but you do it whatever way you want. Just get in. That's the key. And when you first get in, it's going to look like this. This is the free account inside. Pretty much anything you want to do, you can find in the search bar. Flyer, looky there, all these things. Say I want to do Instagram. Looky there, all these things for Instagram. I want to do Facebook. Looky there. So pretty much anything you want to do. Your search bar is your friend. And I always make sure I start over here up in with the main Canva. There are multiple menus in this. And that's what confused me the most, the multiple menus. But just start with the main one. Then from here, you click over to templates and here's a bunch to choose from. So just for the heck of it, today we're going to just choose not a cover. We're going to choose a Facebook post. Okay. So now it's given me a whole bunch of these suckers. Huh. More than I could possibly think of or use. National Hamburger Day is coming up, like, most of us don't actually care about that, but it is fun online. So there's all kinds of choices that you can have. If you're in Facebook posts, let's say you want to talk about Mother's Day. Mother's Day Facebook posts. Okay, so we're going to start there. So now technically you could just post it just like it is, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You can put that on there. I would always put my name or my logo or something about my company on there, but you don't have to. When you click it to use it, customize this template, notice up here, it always makes you a new tab so you can go back to where you were. So if you do something here and then you get lost over here, you go, oh no, just go look at your tabs and find where you were. It also automatically saves it for you. One of the problems that I have encountered personally is that I don't rename my stuff enough. So I'd go up here into Mother's Day Facebook posts and say, my Mother's Day, whatever. And this will save you a lot of trouble if you rename this stuff right off the bat. So, and anything in this can be changed. Obviously, all y'all know this, but anything in here can be changed. You just click it and change something. It's no big deal. Now, this was obviously a picture. So that wasn't just a background color. Some things you're not going to know. Now, I'm going to back up just a little bit and tell you 8 reasons that you should use Canva. 1 is you can use it for free and upgrading is affordable. 2, you don't need design experience. You just need to know what you like. 3, you can access your projects from anywhere and on your phone. 4, they have stock photos, icons, fonts, elements, and more ready to use. You ever go looking for a picture for something you're making? You know how much trouble that is to find? They're all here. Everything's here. So you can send links and work with others. You don't, number 6, you don't have to keep up with recommended social media sizes. For instance, you saw when I clicked for that template, it gave me the right size. And I don't know about you, but if you go trying to make a cover for a Facebook group, that's real tough. You have to figure out what the heck size to make it, but you don't anymore in Canva. You just click it. If you have a pro version, you can automatically resize your designs. You can't do that in the free version, but you can create brand consistency and you can save time. And so let's say we know that this is a picture now because I tried to change the background, right? So it's a picture. So let's say I'm in it. I've selected it. You saw me select it. I can make a background color if I want to, and I can go, when you're in a design, if I go a little off, y'all, I'm sorry, just stop me and I'll go back and tell you what you want to know. If you want to add a picture to this, as soon as you click this to work on it, you've got a different menu bar up here. You see down the side? Can you guys see my cursor?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. So you can't see my whole screen, just this, right? This and this one back here.
Right.
So yeah, this is my, so here, this is where you would get photos. So let's say we want, well, there's elements, more, and we're going to just say we want flowers. I got to get over to photos. Uploads. Okay, hell, we'll do this. Heck, we'll do this. I didn't say that. It just sounded like it. Sorry. Okay, so here's one that I uploaded that we took this morning. Now, this is kind of fun. You can just put your text anywhere you want on it. You can change the background colors, and you can find more colors in here or more pictures in here. I just got to get to them. It's going to make a liar of me, isn't it? Go back to where I was. That's if I want to start over. See why I get nervous when I do these things? So let's go back down here. You can go to your recent projects. If you get lost, do what I do. Go home. Home. Then you can go to your recent designs. They're listed here. Okay. So I'm back to this one. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. I'm just throwing things up there. But what I wanted to show you is if you have the Pro version, it'll take out the background and it's only $14.99 a month. So I'm going to go over to this one. This is my Pro version. And I'll make one. This is all different designs. There's nothing here. And I'm going to upload a picture by going and selecting it. There we go. Let me move that off our faces. And this is super cool. This is you upload your picture and you go to edit image and you can background remove. It is super cool. This took me hours in Photoshop, hours to do. And half the time it wasn't done as well. This is new technology. And so this is just amazing. You can put any picture you want behind that. And it's, like I said, it's only like $14.99 a month for this ability. And then I'm going to go on over, since I'm over here, let me see if I can put some pictures on this one. Since I said it, photos, there it is. Now, and I know this is in the free one too. I'll probably have to just mess around to find the proper menu item, but you can search for anything. Here's dog. You can get anything. You know how much trouble it was?
Purple cow in there.
Purple cow. Let's try it. We got it, baby. We got it. Edit image. We'll move that back. Whoops.
Get him out.
That cow is taking your place, Susan.
Be careful. Okay,
My mother would be so proud. She said that poem my whole life. So, but yes. Okay.
I know you can get rid of the background, but can you take the cow, basically the outline of the cow, and put it into the picture as opposed to having the whole thing? In other words, can I insert?
You can put it, let me see, let's say, city.
Like you put that dog in the picture and it was only the dog? Cow in the picture the same way? Yeah.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the back, position to back, and that's how I've got it in the picture. I made him, you know, it's not a Photoshop program. It's a design program. So but you can put them right in front of it. Any background.
Well, that was what I was wondering, if you could put the cow in, but totally without the background.
With no background.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you have a color here. You're going to have a color even if it's white.
With you guys.
Oh, with us. Okay. Let me find us again. That's an upload. I got to take the background out. I don't know what I did with it. So
edit image.
Edit. I took off the background. I'm going to move this to the back. It's going to let me move it, and then I've got a cow in front of us. It's not bad, really.
That's awesome.
Show them how to downsize the cow so that it's a smaller cow.
Okay, then
just by grabbing
grab
the
a
handle.
corner, grab a corner and drag it.
Yeah.
I happen to like the size of the cow where it was.
Of course you would.
Sunglasses, cow sunglasses.
There you go.
So
Cow hat.
Now, there's some other things that you can do in here. when you work on your brand, let me see if I uploaded it here. I might have uploaded it to the other one. So I'm going to upload media. I'm going to go select it. Desktop. I'm going to select these two. And then if you upload your logo, you can put it on anything.
Yes.
And so this is, I want to detach it from the background. It turned it into the background. So you can make anything and brand it. And so, and that branding, you know, probably a little bit better than the purple cow, but you know, it's a theme. We got it going. We got to stay with it. So, I mean, I know that this one is yucky. This is just, but it's just to show you that there are so many things you can do with it. Now, one of my favorite things is in Elements. They have stickers, and if I chose stickers, this is an animated thing that I can just stick on there and change the size of and move it around a little bit. So let's take this oogly picture here. Let's not make it so oogly. We aren't ugly, it just happened to be that. So here we've got a purple cow, okay? So let's say we wanted to, oh, that's not gonna work because one of the colors doesn't show. Let me go to, that'll work. So if we wanna download this, we're happy with it, we like it, we wanna keep it. So how are we gonna get that? So here's share. And you're thinking, I don't want to share it, but everything you need to do to share is inside, or to download, or social media, print your design, and more is in here. You can save it to a folder, save it to your desktop. You can save it to another design. Some of these things, like I said, they're going to be grayed out if you don't have a pro version. But let's say you want to download it and you want this thing to work. You want it to still be like that. You download, it's the first thing it's going to give you is a video, and that means it won't go unless you press the little video thing, which I don't want. I want it to go by itself. So you always have to be mindful of the file type that you're downloading, and GIF matters. So I would download it like this, and then it will work. Now, if I have, this is what I learned the hard way. We'll show you after this. This is going to download for me, and it's going to be a great little GIF. But let's say I added a page and I put hello in the middle of it. Okay, now I want to download it, and I think that it's going to download. If I go to GIF, it's going to download both of these and make the GIF have 2 pages. So I'm very careful to make sure and only select the page I want to download. You can make all your GIFs this way if you want, just by having a cow here, a duck here, and a cow here, and it'll come out cow, duck, cow, and it'll be moving. I mean, it won't be wiggling like that, but it'll go from cow, duck, cow, right? And that'll be a GIF too that you could then put on social media. The problem is when you do it multi-page, the problem that I've experienced is that it gets very large. And some of the social media platforms won't accept it if it's too big. So I personally just download 1 page at a time as a GIF. Now, if there's no movement or you don't care if it moves, either JPEG or PNG works fine. If you want it to be, I mean, it can be anything you want it to be. You can make your own PDF for print. So let's skip this here, and as you know,
while you're on the GIF, can I ask you a question? This is Mary Lou.
Sure.
So if you create a little short clip like a video,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a professional account, can you save that in Canva?
You can, but it will get full. So you could upload a video. I think I have one on my desktop, and put it right in there, but it might be a little large. I don't know. It shrinks it a little.
So is it better just to keep it saved somewhere else and pull it in when you need it? Okay,
It'll get too full. Yeah.
okay.
But there's something else. You can even, you can make your recordings right on Canva. If you want to make a recording, you can, let me see if I can do it. I have actually never done this because I never needed to. But my best friend does this all the time. And the thing about Canva is it's just a matter of clicking around and trying things. It's not, you can watch tutorials if you want, but this one's kind of user friendly. So you don't actually have to. You know what I mean? You can just click around and try things and end up with some pretty cool stuff. Back to the free version here. Let's say, okay, we don't want that one anymore. Now we want to do Motivation Monday. Look at all these templates. You don't even, you can even use their stuff, their quotes if you want to. Of course, you really need to put your name and branding on it somewhere. If you don't, you know, what's the point of it's not branding you? But now also notice this one, the watermarks. This means that it's a pro version. See down here along the side, there's some that have crowns. You can't use those unless you pay to be a member. But there are plenty of things that you can use. There are many that you can use. This one's free. You can get, I don't know why I can't, here's photos. So let's say, what do we want a photo of? Waterfall. All these pictures, you notice some of them say pro and some of them don't. If it doesn't say pro, you can just use it to your heart's content. And this is, I mean, it is truly free that you can use it. So if let's say you just wanted the picture for something else, just download it like that. Did you have another question, Mary Lou?
No.
Did I hear something?
No, I was
Okay.
trying to understand what my neighbor here was saying.
Ah,
I have a question, if that's all right.
okay.
Pro, in regards to the logo and your branding, do you have to have a pro account to upload it and save it inside of Canva? So when you're working?
Nope.
Okay.
No, but you do have to, if your logo has a white thing around it and you need to drop off the white background or something, you would need a pro account for that to drop out the background. But let's say one of the things you want to make, let's go back to home and let's say I need a logo.
What formats are your logo then too?
No.
If you haven't made it yet.
If you have a PNG logo that doesn't have the background, it will flow over any kind of color background too. So that's an option.
Right.
Depends on the
PNG.
format of your logo.
Right. Like if you bring it in as a PNG without the background, you have to have it saved that way somehow from, you know, whoever made it or something. But you can make it, let's say this is now going to be yours. We're going to take off the background. I like, this is now my logo. It would help if I could. So this is now my logo and I want to save it to use it as my logo. I want to download it, but looky here. I can choose PNG and a transparent background. Oops, have to purchase for that. But if I want to over here in my pro account, I save it as a background clear logo. Some of those look familiar, don't they? So let's see. I didn't design those. Those are just in there. They're awesome though, but I didn't design them. So, but this one's already in there. You can still design it. Canva logos. There we go. Always, if you get lost, always go back to the main thing. So I want to see some. There's some other things, you know, you can do brand colors and stuff in here. I mean, there's some really great, once you get into it, there's some really great stuff you can use. So here's this one. We're going to make this one be, we're going to change color. And you can change the color of almost anything. If you click it, you see the color up here, you can change that color, or you can take away all color. There. And now this one needs a color. And there we go. And I'm just choosing whatever's there. I'm not, you know, then if I wanted to download it, share, download, PNG, I can choose transparent background. And then I can put it on anything without a white background. So that may be useful to you. Okay. I still don't, just so you know, I told you I had a prejudice here in that I'm, you know, pretty addicted to my Adobe products and stuff. And so you can't, I mean, I still make my logos in Adobe Illustrator, and I make sure these all come out as photos, and that's great most of the time. But if you ever want it the size of a house, it's not going to work. So if you make it in like Adobe Illustrator, you can blow it up to any size you want or down to any size you want and still get clear. So that's just my thing. Doesn't have to be your thing. And I don't know what this one is, but it's taking a few minutes to show up. There we go. That's cute. So let's say we're going to go to home because you need a flyer. Okay, let's see what we got. Business flyers. How about that? Okay, that's a flyer. Let's say brochure. And the good thing about these things is that they've already done all, just like in social media, they've done all the work as to where it has to have the fold. See there, they've done the work. That's something when you start in one of those other programs that you have to figure out each time and make sure you've got it right. They've done the work. So there's a huge advantage to using this. And almost any element that you find in here, you can change the color on. Let's say our, let me see my uploads. This is a Talk Shop flyer here. So I got to take off some stuff there. Make it smaller, put it there. So anything in here that wasn't quite red, let's say I went over there and look, it should be giving me the red from this color, from the image. Well, this one will do. No, it won't. It's trying to give me the, well, usually when you put your, you know, this one has a lot of colors in it. So usually when you put it in there, it'll let you select the colors that are in the logo, but there's other pictures in this. So it's choosing all of the pictures. There's the Talk Shop one. And this one, look, I turned it red and look at that. It's still not quite red, right? What that means is they've set transparency on it. So that means if you decide you want this picture, but you only want it to show up in the background, you have that available to you as well. I mean, that's a pretty big thing, isn't it? It's huge, huge. So, and like I said, the design is already there. You can add and move things and I don't know, make them green, whatever, brown. You can move all sorts of things, but almost everything inside of elements. Okay, wait, I guess I better show you elements. So let's go to elements. Elements is where pictures are that are, this also has recents, but we're gonna, like I showed you, there's stickers. If you ever want something that is animated, just type in animated. I usually do animated loop, and it gives me things that move. And I like that. But let's say I want my own things to move. So let's go back to elements, and I'm going to put a block on it because it came up first. And maybe that thing. I must be in the free account. I went back and forth, I'm not sure. So edit, animate, let's try animate. So this one's gonna stomp. It's only gonna do it once, just so you know, but it'll look like more times because it'll reload each time. So anything you have in here that isn't previously animated, including text, can be animated. You just choose animate and it'll do something, and just click through them and see what you like. And, you know, sometimes you want them to do something different, but, you know, at least it does. I mean, we couldn't have done this before, could we? No, we have no way of doing this before. So let's say you want to add some pictures. These are frames and grids. When you add a picture, you can do what I did, which was go take a picture and just put it on there, right? But I can also go down here to frames, elements, frames, and they have shapes. So let's say this one. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Now I go back to photos, and I don't want that one. I want something that goes in there. These two ladies. And I can make it bigger or smaller. That's pretty cool too, isn't it? So then go to elements, and then we've got grids, and grids are just bigger frames. So that cover more ground, perhaps. That's not going to work. Wrong shape. Drag it till it lands where you want it to land in the grid. And I know that's messy, but I'm just showing you what's possible. That's all. So, and like this one here, this one is a pro one. So it says it's blocked out. Now, sometimes before I bought the pro account, what I would do is I would make it anyway. Where's photos? No, that looks like the pro account to me. Maybe it picked up that I wasn't in my account. So photos, see, I would find a pro picture that I really, really wanted to use, and I would just buy it. So I don't know if it's going to give it to me that way, or if it's just not going to give it to me. I'll go back to waterfall. So this one is a pro picture, and I wanted to use it real bad, but I didn't want to buy the account yet because I just wasn't ready to commit. So you can download it as, let's say, a JPEG, and then you can, well, now they're wanting you to pay it for free, but you used to let me pay for the photo one at a time, but now I guess they're really committed to their business model, but it's still worth it. If you bought one photo like this from a stock place, you would certainly pay more than $14.95. You'd pay a bunch. And I have also been known when I wanted some pictures because I was working on a project and I couldn't decide on my size yet. I have been known to go make a presentation. There it is, first thing. And choose a blank one and say, you know, I like that picture. And that picture and that picture. And then when I download it, I have the pictures available to me. So, I mean, they're available as a PDF, but again, I have the other programs. Just saying, I mean, if you knew for sure you wanted to use this, I'd just go ahead and the easiest thing to do would be to make it the correct size. Do it from the beginning as a social media post if that's what you want to make. But look at here. You can make covers. You know, the covers are the big picture behind you. These are already correctly sized. That is huge. I cannot tell you in the past before Canva how many times I made something and then changed the size and uploaded it and changed the size and uploaded it. But all this work is done for you. So I know I'm a little all over the board.
We've got about 5 minutes.
Well, good, because I'm about done. So anybody got any questions?
Yeah, what about PMS colors? Like I do brands, so I may say, these are your brand colors, and they have a PMS colors. Can you show us how to set up a brand with the right colors and know what the actual numbers are?
Okay, so if you have a pro kit, a pro account, there's a brand kit, and you can go in there, and I don't know what that picture's doing there, but you can go in there and make a new brand kit. Let's make it brand aid 911, create. So from this, we put your logo in, and then we make a color logo, a color kit. See here, here's your CMYKs.
Right.
Here's your, and then it will always be in here anytime that I want. That is so weird that that's in there. But anyway, I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind that I showed that, Mary Lou. I obviously don't use your stuff on other things. It's just
yard in Frenchtown, New Jersey. Why it's part of home helpers? We don't know.
But so you can choose your fonts that you always use in here so that you always get it right.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your color palette in here. You can put your logos in here, as many as you want. If you don't know what your color palette would be, what your colors are, you can discover them based on your logos or any photos that.
So it does give you that option because if I created my logo 7 years ago. So if you put it in here and I forget what all they were, you could do that with that brand. Okay. Awesome.
Right. Discover them, and then when you use it, you either have the choice, you can use this on a website if you need to, or when you go then to make, I don't know if I can get to one of your logos, I'm sorry, but then when you go to make something, it's as easy as let's say post. We're going to make a social media post. Post is, I'm gonna use that one. It's obviously not Victoria Day for me. But anyway, I could go down here and then I just do this and here's the logo. Or I do this and here's the logo. And then the beauty of it is, so I've made this thing, let's say, and this colors, they don't match my palette. They don't match my palette. So I go over here and looky here. All of the colors from this palette show up, and I can just change them from the palette itself. And that helps with brand consistency. So if you have a brand that you are trying to stick to, this is an excellent way to do it. It's faster and easier than anything I've ever done. And I've used Photoshop and InDesign and all of those and Illustrator. And this is the fastest, easiest way to stay in brand. And like I said, FedEx wouldn't do this if it didn't make a difference. Mm-hmm. They don't waste their money on stuff like this if it doesn't matter. And all their colors are right there. All their logos are right there. You can't mess them up because once it's in there, it's right. You make it right. And then, now this is cool too. So I have I have a paid account. There's my picture. And I also have a team. I have some people. Where's my team? Okay, of course I can't find it because, whatever. But I have a team. When you have a free paid account, you can add up to 4 people on your account for the same amount, the $12.95. And I have 3 other people on my team, and we can share documents back and forth, and you know, the one lady does graphics with me. Sometimes she'll say, Susan, look at this and see what you think. And I might go and change something. So there's options. And even if we didn't want to share anything at all, that's 3 people divided by $14.95. That's a pretty good price. Or if you wanted to do it once, you know, pay it once for the year. And that'd probably be the easiest way to divide it up. If you did by the year, 119 divided up by 5 people, apparently 5 people, then you can all use it any way you want. And all of those pictures are free for you to use. All of everything that I've shown you, you can do. Now, another thing you can do with the pro account, and I don't do this because I have too many accounts for this, but you can do it. And you probably won't. There's my team right there. How about that? Content planner is one of the things that's on here. So I don't do it because I have too many accounts, like I said, that I post to. So they have this little calendar. You can go, you can create a design right there and put it right in there as you create it. Okay, I'm going to say save it. Or I can save it as a draft, or I can schedule it. Yes, I don't even know what that says. So, well, but anyway, you can schedule out your stuff in advance. It does give you some of the, you know, online things, but for the most part, they're dumb. You know, I mean, there's no Memorial Day on here. There's no Easter, there's no Christmas, there's no Mother's Day. It's just stupid stuff like National Hamburger Day. Now that's fun, but it might not be what your brand is. I'm sorry if that was judgmental. I didn't mean it. It just means
That's okay. We are running up on the time limit here.
okay. Good. Sorry. Bye.
You did a great job, Susan.
Awesome.
Thank you. I love this program now.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot faster than Adobe.
Yeah, but it wasn't all